Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to 10-Minute Reset. Today, we're going to be focused on writing. And the prompt for today is actually going to be centered around something appropriate. We got, let me turn on the music just a little bit. So we've got the Spring Equinox coming up. And I really feel it's an amazing time. I've been noticing walking around my neighborhood, a lot of garages being opened up and a lot of cleaning being done. So yeah, this idea of spring cleaning. So as I was reflecting, walking around my neighborhood, I thought a really awesome prompt for us to explore today would be this idea of energy leaks. So energy leaks are things like spring cleaning that we are putting off, right? So it might be the leak underneath the sink. Not a terrible leak, but it just tends to drip a little bit, right? You got that like one little pipe and it's dripping, and you got a thing underneath it that's catching the water, and you throw that water out, but it's just, it's in the background humming, or the light bulb that's been out, or the clothes that you've been meaning to take to Goodwill. So these are all examples of what I would describe as energy leaks. The things that when they come across our awareness, there's just a slight upregulation. And that's why this is such a powerful practice and really fits into this idea of 10-minute reset is underneath the surface, these things that we're, let's say, procrastinating, putting off, they actually cause dysregulation in our nervous system. There's energy that we're utilizing to compartmentalize of not feeling that little ping that hits us like, oh, I should be doing that, right? So when that pings your nervous system, it just makes it a little bit more challenging for you to downregulate and create calm, right? I feel like the best way, the feeling of this is like when you walk into your room and your bed is made versus when you walk into your room and your bed is not made. That is an extreme example of this, but if you can kind of tap into that kind of essence, you really begin to understand the how important or how powerful this practice can be. So what we're going to do is we're just going to spend some time here journaling or writing about these energy leaks, just basically creating some space to get down on paper all the things that would fall into this category, right? Things I was like describing before. So before we do that, let's just take a moment to ground down. If you can be seated in your chair or on the floor, this is great. And we're just going to take a moment just to get a couple breaths just to create some relaxation. So let's just close our eyes and take a big inhale through the nose into our bottom of our belly. Following that breath up to our solar plexus, up to our chest. And now just imagine all coming all the way to the top of your head, up above your crown, and then you're just going to exhale it back down. And you're going to inhale it up, following that breath up, and then following that breath back down. Good. Let's take one more big inhale, but we're going to hold it at the top. Hold. And then super, super slow, you're going to let it out. And you can actually even add a little bit of a sigh to it. And good. So if you haven't grabbed the journal yet or anything to write with, go ahead and do that now. But essentially, just create some space, create some time to get everything down on paper that would fall under the category of an energy leak. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get a running list here. And what I'd actually invite you to do is to take your page and draw a line down the middle. So you're just taking your page and you're just drawing a straight line. I don't know if you can see that too well, but you're just going to draw a straight line down the middle. And on that left side, you're just going to write down anything that falls under that category of energy leak. And I'm gonna do this right along with you. So I'll see you in a couple minutes. I'll check in every now and then. We're going to spend about another 2 minutes. So once again, just a running stream of consciousness of all the things that may be pinging your nervous system when you, because you're putting it off a little bit. And last 30 seconds here. And great. So now what I'd like you to do is choose just one thing on that list. And on the right side, you're going to write, by this date, I have X. So for instance, I need to clean the Berkey filters. I've been putting that off. So by, I'm going to take action on this tonight. So by Thursday, March 14th, I have cleaned the Berkey filters. So the more you can pinpoint with and be as accurate as possible with when you're going to do this, and then from there, you're going to schedule it in your calendar. So pull out your phone, put it in the calendar. You know, I'm going to do this right now. When I wrap up, 8 p.m. on my calendar. When I put the baby down for sleep, I'm going to clean those Berkey filters. So the invitation here as well is to just notice, first, just getting this down on paper, what's shifted, what's changed. When you schedule it, see what shifted and changed, and then what you follow through, notice how that feels in your nervous system. So that's what we have for you today on today's 10-minute reset for writing, closing energy leaks. This is a really, really powerful practice, and one that when you do one, it ends up feeding into the next one. It's like you don't want to floss, so just start with one, floss one tooth, right? Rather than say yourself you have to take down this whole list, just start with one, pick the easiest one on the list, get it done, and then see how that momentum then builds to the next. All right, thanks so much for joining, and I'll see you next week for Move 10-minute reset. Lots of love.